Hey everybody, this is Manly Badass Zero, and welcome to The Last Door, Chapter 2. Chapter 2 continues with us following Jeremiah, as he tries to find out the mystery of why all these crows suddenly really hate his friends. Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Seems we start this chapter off as a priest. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us each day our daily bread. Forgive us our sins, for we ourselves forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Now tell me, where are you? What do you see? I see the world as nothing but black and white pixels. Like I'm stuck in both a old silent film, but at the same time stuck in a really old Atari game. Atari game with lighting systems. Who is it? Is it him, Anthony? Answer me! What is she doing? Get close to her. Get close to Anna. I guess I'm talking to a shrink right now. A shrink that's forced me to live some kind of weird world. When I count to 3, you'll wake up. 1. 2. 3. Now, wake up! Wake up! No need for that, Doctor. I was already woken up and pissed myself from that crow eye. You see, long ago I was attacked by a pack of crows and I'm forever traumatized. You can rest now, Mr. Devitt. That'll be enough for today. Are these sessions really necessary? I'm confident that this is the best course of treatment for your symptoms. Now, did you ever see him again? I saw it. What did you see? Can you describe it? Oh, now we can choose our dialogue. That's a new feature. It was like an eye, perfectly rounded and dark, deep and empty, accompanied by the most horrifying, pain-filled screams I've ever heard, inside a complete darkness where an evil dwells deep below, a forgotten fear for human reasoning, but undoubtedly still rests deep down inside our being. In my case, that fear has already awoken. Now, before I thought this was a satanic ritual or something, but this could very well be Lovecraft. I have no idea. I can understand why you are disturbed, Mr. Devitt. With your permission, I would like to consult on your case with a colleague of mine, a man I've known for many years who is more versed in modern psychological practices. I think his knowledge and experience would be very helpful in enabling us to understand your condition. If you think it would help, Doctor, I leave it in your hands. The agony grows increasingly unbearable, and if you believe this man can help, then I welcome his aid. Thank you, Dr. Wakefield. I bid you good evening. Anthony, my friend, what really happened to you? How could you have let your wife Anna die so awfully? These doubts consume my soul. I hardly remember the time we spent together as schoolmates. I confess that beyond your enduring friendship, I can recall little of those years. Were your words a result of an increasing loss of sanity? In your letter, you wrote that someone awaits me. A warning to ward me from a genuine danger, or merely the ravings of a brilliant mind addled by insanity. Something stirs uneasily within my heart. I will not rest easily again until I go back to that boarding school and find out what secrets may lie within. Farewell, Mr. and Mrs. Beechworth. Rest now in peace.
In one scene, I was missing my top hat, and I was worried it was gone. But clearly, we still have the top hat, and it still clashes with our green outfit.
An old, quite damaged mailbox. There's a postcard inside the mailbox. I can't read any of this. Dear Matthew, it has been several months, and I still have heard no news from you. My brothers insist that you have abandoned me, but I am sure you remain true. I know that you would never do that to me, for I know your heart and the honesty of your eyes. I got this address from a hospital in London, and pray that it reaches you safely. If that's the case, I want you to know that I will always be waiting for you. Forever yours, Juliet Holloway. The angel Gabriel, the school's emblem. I remember it being very pristine, but it looks neglected and dirty now. A stone eagle lies on the floor. It appears to have broken off of the fountain.
I'll just go around the side first. Be nosy.
A locked wooden coffin, badly finished. It seems that whoever made it was a bit rushed to finish. Good evening. I hope you're right, and this indeed is be a good evening. My name is Devitt. I didn't know there was a cemetery here.
My pleasure, Mr. Devitt.
I'm Frank Baldwin. Don't ask me why, but Monsignor specifically ordered to bury the corpses here. Did he order to bury corpses here? Why? I don't understand.
What is there to understand, Mr. Devitt?
God has forsaken this place. Ah, don't you know? Here we take care of patients. I used to attend the school. It has been a long time, since this is not a boarding school anymore. The building is now used as a nursing home run by nuns. A former student. I never heard anybody in the village speak fondly of the school. They say it closed overnight, though nobody knows why. Not a lot was known about it. Excuse the interruption, Mr. Baldwin. I'll leave you with your work. Have a nice evening. The small group of graves has been haphazardly arranged.
Welcome to Hogwarts.
Pardon. Excuse me, sister.
Her text is red, meaning that she's not very friendly.
Good evening, sister. Good evening. I'm Mother Elizabeth. What brings you here, Mr. Devitt? I'm a former student of this boarding school. As you can see, Mr. Devitt, this stopped being an academic institution a long time ago, and is now exclusively dedicated to prayer and the well-being of the patients under our care. I see. Even so, may I please speak to Mr. Devitt? I'm afraid that we are too busy to start wasting time talking about past issues. In addition, there's little to say. We sisters arrived after the boarding school had closed down. Everybody but Monsignor, of course. Monsignor? Exactly. But you didn't answer my question. Why have you come to this place, Mr. Devitt? This place will help me remember my past.
I figured they'd be kind of snarky about that, but then again, it's probably a loaded question.
If you have memory problems, I would recommend you to visit a doctor immediately, and don't waste your time here. I guess that would be a good idea, to visit this place again, and perceive the passage of time. Perceive the passage of time? What are you talking about? To be honest, I prefer not to talk about it. I couldn't tell you why this place is so important for me, but it is. A lot. Well, I appreciate your honesty, Mr. Devitt. I'll allow you to stay around here. I hope I won't regret my decision. Don't worry, Mother. Thank you.
Automatic putting away coat and top hat action. It's also, disappeared? My coat. I guess it's there. I guess it's just kind of blended with the wall. Yeah. Excuse me, ma'am. Yeah, okay. Let's go this way.
Some bandages and other medical equipment. Nothing of interest. Among the baggages, I can see a packet of letters, bound by twine. Sorry.
I thought this was a game. Usually you can take everything you want in a game.
Doctor. I'm sorry. I'm not a doctor. Pay him no mind. He's been delirious for some days. I'm Miss Very Vinge, and this is my brother, Matthew. Juliet. Why have you left me? Why don't you answer my letters? My letters? You see, the poor man is still obsessed with his wife. He won't accept that she left him months ago. My poor Matthew. I'm very sorry, Miss Finch. I hope he recovers. Thank you.
Now I'm just gonna take your bag now. I'll be back for that bag, just you wait.
Photographs of people, most likely family and the friends of this bed's previous resident. A magazine entitled Weird Tales.
I almost didn't notice these people in this bed, because their colors blend in so well.
What happened to you? Are you alright? But when? Last night, I felt an increasing pressure on my temples. Something dry and rough, like tree bark, brushed against my leg, and I saw something on the wall, like a growing shadow. I lit the lamp, and there was nothing. Madame? He's quite pale young boy. He's asleep. There are several crucifixes altogether at the headboard of this bed. Why? Please, someone. Is there some way I can help? Don't worry about it, sir. The Lord looks after each and every one of our patients. He will provide you with all the help you need. If you wish, you can pray there, next to the statue of Our Lady. Don't you think she is beautiful? The Virgin listens to those in need. A gloomy statue of the Virgin Mary makes this place even more mournful, if that is possible.
Let's look in this door first. Unlock the door. Aha, the back door.
Okay, so we're getting our bearings around here.
What's going on in here?
I remember that we used to keep here some textbooks. Now there is a music box. Dear brother, I have received your letter, and I'll try to write you more frequently. I hope you are studying a lot, and you feel comfortable there. We miss you a lot. When are you coming back? Father is in bed with fever, and I do not feel very well, but I'm on medication. Today is my birthday, and I am feeling blue. It's a quiet and boring Sunday at the village. Mom is going to cook a lemon cake, as those and Grandma used to make. I wish we could eat it together. Write back soon. I'm looking forward to knowing how you're doing, what you're learning, how is Scotland, and so on. A big hug. I think about you a lot, your dear sister.
Small school.
Father Ernest seemed unusually troubled today. Several times he paused abruptly in the middle of a lecture for no reason, even during his favorite class, theology.
January 18th, 1876.
Today, Father Ernest was very irritable. Collins made a comment and was expelled from the class for it. Even Devitt was admonished, just for reading a philosophy book. I hope Father Ernest doesn't turn his ire towards me. My father will be disappointed if I fail to get good marks.
January 21st, 1876.
It was very disconcerting to see Father Ernest entering class so pale and sweaty. In the middle of his lecture, he stumbled, dazed, and had to sit. Father Eugene taught our theology class today. Even though he doesn't know the subject matter as well as Father Ernest, when we asked him what happened to Father Ernest, Father Eugene told us that he had taken ill. What worries me is that now Father Eugene is also starting to look unwell. It's been a month since we last saw Father Ernest. We're told that he's still sick, but if he's so ill, then why hasn't a physician come to treat him? My studies are flagging, but I have taken it upon myself to read on my own. I hope this helps, as I must succeed in spite of the problems happening around us. It was announced this morning that the school is to close. None of us know why, and we can't get a straight answer from the faculty. They each dodged the question, and I am starting to think they may not know the answer themselves. Their anxiety is palpable, though they try to hide it behind a calm face. But what about Father Ernest? I hear he alone is to remain after we vacate the premises.
There's a picture in the diary.
It's a photograph of my graduating class. I see myself, Father Ernest, and Anthony. I don't remember the names of the others. One face has been completely scratched out.
Oh boy.
The books on these shelves are old and musty. Theology is the dominant subject. There's an odd sentence written on the board. In death there is hope. In death there is life. One must seek its true nature to understand the nothing. It looks like it's been there for years, as the chalk has faded in some places.
I like how the music has taken on this kind of scary tone. Sorry, mate. I must leave you to your horrible, ghastly fate, which will most likely occur later. Anyone want a music box? No? Actually, this postcard wasn't for you, was it?
Mr. Vinge, I think this letter is addressed to you.
Oh, this doesn't spell good for anyone here.
Oh, thank you. Leave it to me if you'd be so kind. As you can see, my brother is too weak to read it. Well, Matthew, let's see who has written to you. Oh, it's a letter from our mother. Dear Matthew, I hope you're recovering. I wish that your beloved sister and you come back home soon. Miss Finch is making up the letter's contents.
Do.
My letters. All the letters I wrote to dear Juliet. You never posted them. But why? Mary?
Why is it always the girls called Mary that do this stuff? So many villainesses are usually called Mary in this game. In these games, rather.
Why would you do such a thing? How could you be so cruel? I had to do it, Matthew. You refuse to see how inappropriate a match she is for you. Her only interest is in marrying someone of your status, of our family status. It was for your sake I did this. I did it to protect you from this woman's treachery. No, you only thought about yourself, of your vanity. I can't bear to look upon you anymore. Mary. Leave me be. From this day forth, you are no sister of mine. You dare banish me! I, who have stayed by your side all through your illness. Very well, Matthew. You will have your way. I will leave you, and then you will see how very alone you are. Farewell, brother.
Well, see you later. Let the door hit you on the way out.
Thanks be to the Lord. You've come to reveal my sister's cruelty, sir. Please, take this coin as a token of my appreciation. It is my lucky coin, though I hope it serves you better than it has myself.
Now, what can I do with this coin? I think for the most part I'm done right here. Let's go exploring some more. We haven't gone upstairs, have we?
A dusty old tapestry of the Virgin Mary, with baby Jesus in her arms.
Let me just scoot it out all in here. I'll just be taking your stuff.
A syringe next to a flask, with a label that says morphine.
I guess I can't take that yet. I'm assuming it'll come useful later, though.
One of the humble beds where the nuns sleep. On the upper shelf of the antique cupboard, a well-worn Bible and rosary beads gather dust. Through the big open window, dust-cold wind freezes the room. Good evening, sister. Sister? All this suffering, all these tears, all our prayers, unanswered. What do you mean, sister? All these years, entrusted to the Lord, praying, looking for a sign. For something that can give me strength. Every day I hear them cry, pray, scream, and die. And what for? Where are you, Lord? Why don't you answer me?
Let's see. The optimistic but useless answer, or the dickish and straight-to-the-point answer? We'll start with the optimistic one. The one she's probably heard a million times. The Lord works in mysterious ways, sister.
Certainly, yes. But I don't ask for much. Just something to go on. A path to follow. I can't go on. Not like this. Excuse me, sir.
Jesus. Well, it's a little bit nicer place than our previous locale.
Another tapestry. Though, I remember from my school days the student dormitory was here.
Let's cut you open. Ooh. What's that?
There's a puddle in the shower hole with something shining under the grating. I can't see it properly.
Stone? No. Coin? No. Let's turn you off.
If I open the tab, the shiny object could be carried away by the stream of water. Just a couple of old towels.
Let's see, we got a coin, a music box, and a stone. We can figure something out here, can't we? That ends part 1 of chapter 2. We haven't really encountered many horror aspects yet, but the mystery's definitely growing. And I won't go into any theory crafting yet, but the game is very much reminding me of the game Eternal Darkness, where you have to kind of solve a mystery that involves multiple people over the span of a period of time. In this case, you kind of sub out the time-traveling aspect with more of Jeremiah's friends and the events that happen within the boarding school. Anyway, thank you for watching. Everyone take it easy and stay tuned for part 2.